Oprah Winfrey is North America's first black billionaire and is considered by many to be the most influential woman in the world. She went from being born in poverty in rural Mississippi to a single teenage mom to now being worth $2.7 billion. And today we're going to learn her best advice on how you can be clear about your intentions. Rise and shine, it's Entspresso time!
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Carmichael, and every morning I give you a shot of Entspresso to help you believe in yourself more and start your day with confidence. So good morning, I believe in you, and let's do this. Oprah Winfrey, tell us how to be clear about our intentions.
Everything you try to do is already done. So when I figured that out, what I'm putting out is what's coming back, let me get real clear about what it is I'm putting out. Real clear. So I read a book about 1989 called Seed of the Soul. And in that book, Gary Zukav talked about the laws of karma, of the laws of cause and effect, the third law of motion. And in that book, he talked about how your intention is always one with the law. Meaning, before you even think about a thing, you have an intention for the thing. And that the intention is going to determine the outcome. That's why the same people can go to the same church service and somebody walk down the aisle just to be seen to put some money in the church, and somebody else who just goes and just has a little bit to offer. The intention with which you give, the intention with which you serve determines the outcome. So when I figured that out, I went, whoa. I changed everything I did on my show. I called in the producers and I said, from this day forward, I will no longer be speaking to the KKK. I will no longer be speaking to people who are fighting each other in a way that it is damaging to the character of myself and other people who watch. From this day forward, I am only going to do intentional television. And they're like, how are we going to do that and still win? The reason we remain number one for 25 straight years is because every single day I would have a pre-show meeting and have the producers come in and state to me, what is your intention? How do we want to use whoever is on this show, whatever is happening on this show, to serve the audience in a way that fulfills the mission of uplifting, enlightening, encouraging, as well as entertaining? And if it doesn't do that, then I can't do it. I can't put my name on it.
The secret to focus, to productivity, and to success is intention. Most people sleepwalk through their entire life, spend their entire day responding to other people's emergencies and never having clarity over what they actually want in life. When you start with an intention, your whole life begins to change, and it can shift in a moment, beginning right now. So one of the things that I do every morning is I have a quick little journal. I'm not a big journaler, but I have a journal where I just think about what is my intention for the day? What do I want to accomplish today? What are my goals for today? And I have my macro goals. When I wake up, I know today I'm going to be filming videos. It's already been scheduled in. I have the time to do it, so I'm not stressing out over when I'm going to make my videos. But it's a different energy when you show up. When you show up to make videos and your entire focus is on, I want to make the best videos that I've ever made in my entire life. That's my intent for today. You show up with different energy. You create better content, hopefully. If that's how you show up every day, you're much more likely to come up with amazing content. And so every morning I'll look at my calendar and see what do I have planned today. And if it's video day, I'll say I want to make the best videos I've ever done. And this isn't a half an hour exercise. This is 45 seconds. I just tell myself, I want to make the best videos I've ever done today. When I'm doing my Monday, which is mentoring my team, I look at my calendar. I say, I got this person, this person, this person, this person. Back-to-back meetings. I'll have an intention of, I want to be the best leader possible for my team. That's my intent for today. You may not always realize it. It may not always happen, but it's going to happen a lot more often if you actually show up with that intention versus if you just wake up and say, okay, there's my calendar, let's go do it. The intention makes a difference. So as an example, I was mentoring Alex, who's on my team, who's helping me build my Toronto Dance Salsa business. And he's got his list of tasks that he has to get done. And he's trying to hit these 10 things every day to stay consistent and build the habits and be the man that he wants to be. And he messaged me about 2.5 weeks in on this new campaign that he's been doing of daily tracking of his goals and habits, and said he started to feel empty, started to feel like his cup was dry, like he was just kind of checking things off. He was high performing in that he was doing his tasks, he was getting his to-do list done, but he felt like that's all he was doing was just checking the box and never actually feeling it. So the problem is you didn't have intention going in. So one of the things on his list is practicing dancing for 30 minutes. He's a dance instructor. He needs to keep getting better as a dancer. If you show up to your dance practice where you are just saying, okay, I'm going to do my 30 minutes today, just with the intention of I need to check this off my list for the day, that's a totally different dance practice than if you show up with the intention of I'm doing this because I want to be a great dancer, because I want to learn and improve my skills, because I want to learn something new that then I can teach my students and be better at my craft, because I want to be world class at this thing. If you just shifted that intention, it'll totally change how you feel about the dance class, how you show up to that dance class, the effort and level of energy that you bring to the dance class, as opposed to just checking off the box. And that exercise takes 30 seconds. Just to remember why you're doing the thing that you're doing. Everything on his list of things, this might resonate, everything on his list of things to do helps him on the macro, helps him build the life and business that he wants to build. There's a reason for doing it. There's nothing on that list that is a total waste of time. But if you're showing up to your life with just the intention of checking off the boxes as opposed to remembering the intention behind each activity that you're doing, you're not going to have the success you're after. You're not going to be as productive as you want to be. You're going to feel drained, have no happiness, and feel like the work that you're doing doesn't matter. And all it takes is a 30-second shift to say, what is my intention? Now I've got a 3-step process that I want you to do daily. Try it for a week that will massively shift, I think, your productivity and happiness. But before that, if you want to have more confidence, self-love, and learn from billionaires, check out my 254 series. Every day I send you an email with a link to a video that will shift your confidence forward. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
They think that success is supposed to happen like that. I have paid attention to my life because I understand that my life, just like your life, is always speaking to you. Your real work is to figure out where your power base is.
Okay, my 3-step process to bring more intention, more happiness, and more success into your life. Let's go. Step number 1 is a 2-minute morning intention. Just spend 2 minutes in the morning. I find it best to open up my calendar. I'll just pull up my phone, open my calendar, and look at what am I working on today? What has been scheduled for me today? I know in a macro that I'm having meetings or I'm talking to my team or I'm making videos, but specifically, who am I talking to? What is the agenda? What videos am I making? Just spend 30 seconds looking at what's on your calendar for the day, then the entire day. It could be your life, your personal stuff as well. And then just spend the next minute and a half thinking, what is my intention? How do I want to show up for the day? This doesn't need to be an hour-long meditation session. If you need that for yourself, awesome. I want you to practice at least just 2 minutes. You start your day, you look at your calendar and say, how do I want to show up today for these tasks on my list? Step number 2 is a 30-second pre-task intention. So before you're about to start, you've got your morning intention, awesome, for the whole day. You're going to forget about that. You're going to kind of forget at 4 o'clock what you said you were doing at 7 in the morning. You're going to forget. At least I forget. Most people will forget. Chances are you're going to forget. Awesome. Just before you start your next task, just a quick 30-second intention. Just before you go into that next meeting, you look at who you're talking to and you say, how do I want to show up for this person? Just before you make your next YouTube video or Instagram post, you think about, how do I want to show up? Who am I serving? What's the point of doing this content right now? Just before you go home and connect with your husband or wife or significant other or friends or family, you think, what's my intention? How do I want to show up? How do I want to be a parent, a friend for this person that I'm talking to coming up? 30 seconds, just a quick 30-second break to reset your intention will make all the difference in the world in between each of your tasks. And then step number 3 is just have a nightly intention recap. Just think at the end of the night, again, this could be 1 minute, 2 minutes. Did I show up as I wanted to? Did I show up as I wanted to? I said I wanted to be like this today, and where did I hit it? And where did I miss it? If you wanted to show up and make the best content possible, and you're making YouTube videos, you're making Instagram content, did you show up like you should have? Are you proud of yourself? Did you hit it on 3 of the videos but fell short on the 2 Instagram posts you're supposed to make? If you had meetings all day, how many of them did you actually show up and be a great leader, a great listener? Move the ball forward. Move the needle forward for the projects that matter to you. And most days you're not going to hit a 10 out of 10. That's okay. This is part of the awareness game. But if you follow those 3 steps, you spend 2 minutes in the morning and just create my intention for the day. You create little 30-second breaks just before going into your next task to remind yourself of what the intention is, and then a quick nightly recap. 2 minutes at the end of the night, just to say, did I hit my intention? Did I live how I want it to be? And I'm gonna do better tomorrow. Do that for the next week. It'll change your life. Now I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, question of the day, I wanna know, for the rest of today, what is your intention? What is your intention for the rest of today? How do you want to live? How do you want to show up for yourself and the people in your life? Let me know. Put it down in the comments below. And if you made it this far in the video, you're still here watching, and you promise, you commit that you're going to do something about it. We take action here in Believe Nation. You're promising to take action in your life today based off of what you learned here in this video. I want to celebrate you. Give me a hashtag Believe down in the comments as well.
From here, once we've kind of looked through that lens, and again, this is going to be unconscious and super speedy, but once we kind of, information comes in, good, bad, here's what it means to me, we tend to then from there set an intention. Which means, so what do I want to do with this information? Intention. What's my next action from this? Or what am I going to do in the future because of this? And intentions can be very unhealthy too. Intentions can be, like we talked about yesterday, sometimes if this is wired wrong, or this goes in a way that doesn't support us, sometimes that intention is, I'm going to protect myself. I am never going to share who I am because that one person or those people hurt my feelings or did that thing. And all of a sudden, our intentions become completely self-protective. I talked about yesterday how people button up, or they put on the face mask, or they build up the walls to the bad guys, and then who can't get in? The good guys. Like I said yesterday, sometimes in our own self-protection, we block out the very thing that we so desperately desire, connection. But a lot of people's intention has been throughout their lives, because they weren't observing their thoughts, became completely tilted towards safety, so they think. There's a big difference between wanting to be safe and operating from fear. How many follow? There's a very big difference. Sometimes we tell ourselves stories. Well, I'm just protecting myself. No, you're scared, and it's 2 different things.
If you want to see how Oprah Winfrey uses all of her experiences to grow, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.